Hello and welcome to my very first unplanned YouTube post ever. I have always thought that I probably needed to be on YouTube, but I never really had the desire to go through and edit videos and all of those things. Well, today I was going to go live on another social media platform, but I was informed I'm not able to go live because one of my posts, they said went against one of the rules, and it didn't, but there's nothing I can do. And I really want to get this information out. So until I can get my account fixed, I guess my way of getting videos out to everyone easily is going to be through YouTube. So what's funny is I've always wanted to get onto YouTube and be active, but I'm like, I hate editing the videos and making them look great. And like, I'm a hairstylist and I don't mind being on video, but I don't want to have to go through and edit it and make it look amazing and blah, 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 and be in the certain spot. Like, I do my job, and as you may have seen in the description of my profile, you'll know that my passion is to help hairstylists and women create a life of their dreams. And part of my dreams is being home with my family in the evenings. So currently it is like 7:30 in the evening. 7:45 in the evening. And I am home with my family, and I have been home with my family, and I've been able to take my kids to school, pick them up from school. That's all part of the life that I've dreamt of my entire life. And I take that very seriously. So I still am pretty full time behind the chair. So by the time I get home from work, I'm not it's hard for me to get a lot of work done, right? And I like to spend the weekends with my husband for like date times and things like that. So long story short, I don't want to make this hard on me. I don't want to add all that extra work of editing things and all of these things. And besides that, the typical person I'm trying to talk to probably isn't living a perfect life anyways. Like me, I'm not perfect. I'm very far from perfect, and perfection actually kind of freaks me out sometimes when I see people who are really perfect. I'm just like, that's never going to be me. Anyways, so why I wanted to come and give this information is because when I made the post a couple weeks ago, I got a lot of response, and I'm still getting response to this day from people asking for more information about how I made that membership plan and what it looks like for my salon, for me, for my clients. They want to know all of the ins and outs of it. So I did create a blueprint. So if you're watching this and you wish to receive the free blueprint of how I created a salon membership, I have that. You just have to join my email list. So you can either, I don't know if you can put your email list in the comments here, because, I don't really know much about YouTube. And I don't think there's any private messaging. If you feel comfortable leaving your email address here, you can. Otherwise, I'll try to post a link to the website that you can go ahead and subscribe to my email list, and then that will also give you the free blueprint to creating your own salon membership. So the one thing that I think that is amazing is that so many people tuned into this whole salon membership. They're really interested. They want to know. And I think that the reason why people want to know is because in the salon world, we have a huge issue. And our biggest issue, in my opinion, is cash flow. Because there's so much money that goes into having a salon, and people don't realize how much money goes into having a hair salon, having a business, any of those things. And so I think that the biggest thing is that we need to learn how to regulate our cash flow, because in the hair world, for instance, we just went through all of the holidays. Holidays are crazy, right? So they're going to be crazy busy. You're going to get all that money at the end of the year. And then all of a sudden we get back from the holidays, we get back to reality, and credit card bills start coming in, all of those things. They just spent all their money. Nobody's coming to get their hair done in January, right? But yes, we still have our regulars and things like that. But we got accustomed to all of that holiday pay, and now all of a sudden it's gone. So my idea was, I don't want to have this up and down, feast and famine. I want something to be more even keel. I want to know how much money my salon is bringing in every month, most of it, any given month. So I was like, what if I was able to create a membership program? Something that's going to pay for my clients' hair over time. Another thing is that I am an extension artist. So 98% of my clients get hair extensions. So, it's a luxury service, a very luxury price. And so another thing that I was thinking about in this instance is like, how can I make it so that way it doesn't break the bank every time somebody has to get new hair? Because that's usually the biggest expense with hair extensions is investing in the hair, um, for me and for the client, right? So how do I make it so that it's easy for me to invest in the hair when clients have to get their hair done? But how do I make it so it's easy for them to also pay their bill, and not have to try to stretch it, because this is a luxury service and it should look and feel luxurious from the time that you get it done until the time that it's time to redo it. That's my belief. So I was thinking and I was thinking and I was like, what if I created almost like a layaway system is how I looked at it, right? Like old school layaway where you would put money down. And yes, my clients have to put money down for their first appointment. You have to put money down, and then over time, you'd get what you pay for. Does that make sense? So my membership program in my salon starts with, okay, I'm a new client and I want to get a new install. Cool. This is what it looks like. You still have to give me a deposit to schedule your appointment. You come in for your appointment. You pay for the appointment the day that you get your hair done. And then moving forward, you have one of two choices. You can be what we call an a la carte client, and those clients pay for their appointments on the day of their appointment, or you can be one of our members. And members get a couple extra perks. So in our salon, you get a discount if you're a member, and you get one free blowout every single month that you can use at your leisure. And then the other good thing about being a member is that when you do come in, so you do pay a monthly membership fee, but that monthly membership fee, it's automatically taken from your credit card or your debit card, whatever you want to put on file with us. And then my system automatically creates a gift card for you to use. So when you come in to get your hair done, on that gift card is the amount of money that you need to get your hair done. So then every time you come in, there's no surprises. Sure, you might have to buy some products, that's not included. Or maybe if you're somebody like me and you have to get Brazilian blowouts, that's an additional fee. Some of my clients come in halfway between their move ups to get a color, a color touch up. That's an additional fee, but they still get 15% off of all of those services. And then they also get 10% off of their products. So in my opinion, it's a win-win. But when I started thinking through that, I was like, okay, so how do I regulate what's going out with payroll? Because that's another thing. At the end of the day, as a salon owner, I have to understand the cost of doing business. And the cost of doing business isn't just paying your rent and your insurance and your utilities and buying products. There's also paying your employees. And when you pay your employees, on top of paying your employees, you also have to pay taxes. So one thing that I really started getting interested in is okay, when it comes down to it, how do these companies, these big corporations survive? How much do they pay in payroll in order to maintain profitability? So when I looked at it, honestly, it was saying the average payroll is 30% or less of your total revenue. And as soon as I read that, I was just like, my entire career, I have believed that as a hairstylist, I was supposed to make 50% commission if I was making commission. But as a salon owner, if I'm paying my employees 50% commission on all of their services, and let's say 80% of my revenue, 90% of my revenue comes from the service sales in my salon, but I'm giving 50% of that away to my employees, I will never be profitable. It doesn't matter how much money comes into my salon. It doesn't matter if I have a membership program. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters, because at the end of the day, if 50% of my revenue is going away every single week in payroll, there's like no chance for profitability. And what business owner goes into business understanding they will never have an opportunity to be profitable? None. So why is a hair salon any different? And then I took another deeper dive and I was like, okay, I want to pay my employees well, but as a salon owner, I can only afford to pay my employees well if my clients are like, okay, paying us a lot of money. So yeah, sure, I do hair extensions. Hair extension clients are expecting it's going to be a lot of money, right? Point blank, they are. But like, what happens to color clients or haircut clients, right? How can we change how the salon industry is working? Sure, it came from me realizing that I needed my cash flow to be as even keel as possible. But cash flow isn't just about how much money is coming in, it's about how much money is going out. So ding, 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 there was another answer to me. I can't pay my stylist commission anymore. I just can't. Like, not possible. I gotta make sure that my payroll is 30% or less of my revenue. Now, if you're a new stylist, when you come out and you wanna get on the floor, in my salon that doesn't work, because in my salon we charge a premium, and I can't expect that my clients are okay paying that premium price if we don't deliver a premium service. It doesn't matter if it's hair extensions, hair color, haircuts, nothing. None of it matters. If we're not delivering a premium service, they're never going to pay a premium price. And there's your answer. If you want to make good money, if you want to give your stylists a great income, you have to make sure that you set them up with the tools to deliver the service that your clients need to pay you for. If you don't, they will never be able to build a clientele. They will never be able to build a business, and you will never be able to be profitable. But then I started thinking to myself, how do I do this? And it did come back to the membership program, because I'm like, I cannot be, as a salon owner, I cannot be like responsible to have the only full-time clientele in my salon while I'm training stylists, while I'm doing all of the other things within the salon. I couldn't do it. So I had to come up with a plan, a structure for my salon. And it's not like, oh, these people are master stylists, so they're going to make more, or this or that or the other thing. No, it's something that we had to figure out and had to really make work. So there's a term that I saw before, and it was like something like team-based pay or something like that. So it's similar to that. It's similar thinking, but it's just, hey, listen, this is our revenue, and this is where we can afford to pay people, right? So most other places, if you've ever worked in a corporation before, if there's not people there to pay you, then we start sending people home. We don't give people hours. It's kind of the same thing, right? So, or we don't give raises. So as hairstylists, if we are in the salon, we have to make sure that we're constantly bringing in money to cover our salaries. And if we have a few days a week where our books are empty, then like, what are we going to do? So, the way that I figured out the whole system in my salon is so that way, yes, your chairs have to be full, number one. Number two, you've got to you have stepping stones to get to. My assistants get barely above minimum wage in my state. I live in the state of Indiana, and our minimum wage is the same as the federal minimum wage. And when you very first get out of hair school, I'm very, very honest with the girls who start with me. You're not going to be able to live on your own working for me for a couple years. So if that's something that you need to do, well, you're lucky, because we don't work nights and we don't work weekends, so you can get a second job if you need to. Or maybe you'll have to realize that the salon just isn't a good fit for you. And then from there, we move forward, because the pay that they're getting isn't just the hourly pay. It's the knowledge that they're getting from me. It's the coaching that they're getting from me. I'm helping them build a clientele that will change their lives. And I'm helping them build a clientele that will support them fully. Like in my salon, once you learn how to do what we do and you are fully booked, you are making a 6-figure salary and you're not working full-time hours. My dream is that everybody who works in my salon gets to do whatever they want to do in life. I'm a woman, so I'm going to talk a lot about women. I know that there are men in the hair industry, and I would always invite men to apply at my salon. So just because I'm going to be talking about empowering women, that doesn't mean that I don't know that men are a part of this, but just bear with me. I was a single mom. I just really have a heart and a passion for that, right? Men are supported in other ways in other industries, and I just think that this is my way of helping women. So for me, my idea is that I want women to be able to live a life that they want to. They don't have to stay in a relationship that isn't right for them because they can't afford not to. They're independent. They don't have to choose between, daycare and something else. They can afford it all because of their income. They don't have to choose work over spending time with their family because their income supports it. But the other side of it is like, we can't get to that unless we all show up as our best selves. I feel like I've gone all over the place and I didn't give you tons of information on my salon membership. A little bit in the beginning. I wanted to give you an idea of where my mind went and what I'm doing with that salon membership in my salon. So the biggest things that I want you to take away from this video is that the salon membership has given me proper cash flow in, or like consistent cash flow in. And as a salon owner, business owner, entrepreneur, I have chosen how to control my cash flow out with the way that I pay my employees, as being the biggest factor. So if you have any questions about this, I'd love to hear from you. I don't know how we connect on YouTube. So go ahead, and I think I can put a link in my bio or a link somewhere. Find that link wherever I place it, and go to my email, subscribe to my email list, and you can follow me on social media. Instagram, Alita Marquez Flager, just like it is here. Facebook is the same. And I can't wait to hear from you guys, and let me know what you think about all of these things and how we can join forces so that, my longtime goal is to really make an impact on the hair industry and change the trajectory of how it works. I want salon owners to be profitable, salon owners to be salon owners, not hairstylists who pay the bills. I want salon owners to actually show up to their salon, to manage the people, to coach the people, to grow the people, to, really get the relationship in there for that part. And then I want hairstylists to show up feeling supported, feeling knowledgeable, educated. So that way when our clients come in, they are so happy to pay us and they walk out of that appointment knowing that it was 100% worth every dime that it took. Right? There's no more horror stories of, they left me under the dryer for an hour with my bleach in my hair. No, we're better than that. And the price that you pay us proves it. So I'd love to talk more and to get to know more. I can't wait to have that opportunity, and I hope that we are all able to talk very soon. Have a wonderful day, and hopefully this reaches the right people and we're able to connect.